To a man, the Pelicans looking intent on getting a win on the road. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Kevin, now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Edwards is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Holmgren in a power forward position. And for the Mavericks, they've got Kevin Huerter. He's out there with Harden. Embiid is out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Sochan in at the 4 spot. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done, and I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Westbrook passes to Edwards. New Orleans moving the ball around, and he gets it to go.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Huerter against Edwards. And it's Sochan missing. Now here's Westbrook. D right on him. Rebound by Sochan. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Edwards. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Markkanen against Middleton. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Harden. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Pass to Middleton. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. Connects from three-point range.
Boy, when you got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Edwards. That's good on the jump shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Kicks it to Middleton. Pass to Embiid. Over Jackson. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
A focal point in this offense, Embiid has no hesitation shooting off the catch.
Westbrook passes to Edwards. The shot. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
For 3, Middleton. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. And this matchup with the Mavericks is the first meeting of the season.
And you'd think this was a favorable matchup for them, but last year anyway, that was not the case at all.
Middleton finds Harden. Embiid wide open from outside off the mark. New Orleans in the lead.
How about Joel Embiid? A high-risk, high-reward pick turns into a superstar.
Yeah, that's well said, Greg. I mean, he sat out 2 years before even seeing the NBA court. Sustained a foot injury before being drafted. Persevered through that and is now one of the most dominant big men and players in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big 3 of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Island's checked in, and the second free throw, good. And as James Harden has gotten older, Clark, he's made it clear he wants to contend for titles.
And that's a typical progression for a player. You can't blame him. I mean, he's done just about everything you can do individually. He's aware of the fact that the championship would add to his career immeasurably.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype, he has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
Chance now to take a look at some numbers for Anthony Edwards. With it, he had 25 points last game. Herter finds Harden. Banked in off the glass.
Harden, so smart. Really good at finding ways to capitalize inside.
Edwards looking it over. Island with it. Now defended by Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Not yet the midway point of the season, Clark. So much invested in keeping these players healthy and ready to play with lots of games still ahead of us.
Yeah, you hope and imagine they'll continue to make really good strides, but I love the progress that's been made in injury prevention and rehabilitation, as well as maintenance, so these guys can play at a high level longer.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Highland.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Sohan. No scoring in this one. Driving inside. No one near Herter as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a tie ball game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now Highland. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Stolen by Jackson. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the basket by Harden.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
1:36 left in the first quarter. Highland's shot is good.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Herter passes to Harden. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
One of the things Harden is so good at, putting defenders in tough spots.
And here's Edwards. 10 points for him. Pass to Highland. They grab their own miss. Jackson, that's good.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Herter with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Good. Embiid's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Three-pointer, Markkanen. Dallas leading by 3. Herter passes to Middleton. Shoots over Markkanen. And that one hits back iron.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision. Solid at finding open teammates.
James Harden getting it done for the Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Some good action action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
So for New Orleans right now, Chet Holmgren out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And there's Jackson, and it's Edwards in at the 2-guard.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Middleton against Markkanen. Herder passes to Sohan. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. Misses off the right iron.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
Tries from 10. And the rejection by Jackson. Westbrook kicks to Jackson. From 13, the Mavericks pull it in. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win. And that ultimately is all that matters. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Dallas calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at New Orleans. Holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, there's the Mavericks tied up with them.
And I think for Dallas, they are, in my eyes, one of the big surprises of the young season. I mean, no doubt the talent was there, but I just didn't think it would come together this fast.
Well, you know what? I think it's a testament to how hard they worked in the preseason. I mean, they didn't want to take any chances to have this thing fall apart. They wanted to hit the ground running, and they have.
Hands it from downtown. Edwards got the lead up to 5 now for the Pelicans.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Bounce pass Herder. Here's Middleton. There's the pass to Embiid. Over Jackson. Embiid, no good. The Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Rockets.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Greg, we were just talking about Chet Holmgren, and he's a lot tougher, I think, than his frame might indicate.
Physically and mentally, he does not back down. In fact, he's often the one who initiates contact. You think you're going to bully him, he's going to try to bully you.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As ever, Joel Embiid has the pressure on him to be the franchise player. He said it's not an easy job. If it was easy, everybody would do it. When you're actually the best offensive player and the best defensive player, you got to make plays. You can't be perfect. All I can do is try to do my best every game. Kevin?
Well said. His best DA is pretty great, isn't it? Thank you so much for the report. First free throw is good. Clark, these days, especially in the playoffs, any weak link defensively gets exposed.
Yeah, well, you're going against the same opponent. So whatever area that you're weak in, that's going to be exposed. Specialists can get a few more minutes during the regular season, but in the postseason, hey, every possession extremely valuable, and you're trying to have the players on the floor that give you the best chance to win at the highest level.
You know, Greg, after a few seasons of development, Lauri Markkanen has really emerged.
and he's such a unique player. It took him a while to kind of figure out how to maximize all of those talents and also minimize the weaknesses. But boy, has he arrived.
Here's Jackson, and he recovers it. Second chance shot to the left side wing. Here's Westbrook, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
Late in the shot clock, the ball in Russell Westbrook's hands, you can rest easy.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Okay, fans, time to make some noise for your G-Town crew.
Reddish, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen.
And let's take a look now at Russell Westbrook's numbers. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. 6 in assists, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass and stride.
Like seeing Harden score in tight spots. I mean, creating well for himself when the shot clock is winding down. Great poise.
Edwards finds Westbrook. Misses the three.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Mavericks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the word is they challenge each other, guys. I mean, each and every one of them to improve their free throw shooting in the offseason. Held each other accountable in that area. And now you see the results individually and as a whole.
Middleton hits them both.
Exactly what you want from a two guard. I mean, Middleton, he scores in the clutch as well. He assists, and he, for the most part, takes care of the rock.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Shoots it. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 8 points in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Westbrook, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Edwards, that's good.
I know it's got to be making his coach happy too.
Middleton outside. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Westbrook dishes to Holmgren. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
I'm encouraged watching Holmgren finish through contact because it's something he's going to have to do consistently.
Here's Sohan. And the rejection by Jackson.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Middleton. Guarded by Reddish. Shots good by Middleton.
I think Middleton is absolutely dynamic when he's involved in the pick and roll. He's really skilled at his decision making. He knows when to pass and when to shoot.
Yeah, but the hand in the face is critical that you contest it.
And so it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you in. There was no stopping Anthony Edwards in the first half. He had 20 points and 1 rebound. When does this guy cool off? I mean, he's been strict. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. They've got Harden. He's out there with Kevin Huerter. Chris Middleton is out there with Embiid. And it's Sohan in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Middleton the pass to Sohan. Dishes to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. High post. Embiid kicks to Middleton. Huerter on the wing. Off target from 3-point range.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the 3-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Harden dishes to Middleton. Huerter passes to Embiid, and he converts the layup. Embiid's got 6 points.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Huerter finds Embiid. Middleton outside. Sinks the 3-pointer. He's got 14.
Presence of mind, really important. You know, this game is more mental than physical. And Middleton is a guy who stays in the moment. He's exceptional at knocking down a good shot off a good pass.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by Harden. Mavericks trail by 6. Launches it. Another 3 for Dallas.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Harden inside the 3-point line. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists now tonight. Pelicans leading by 3. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Edwards, that's good.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Here's Sohan, defended by Holmgren. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Middleton against Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It goes on Chris Middleton.
Really good to see Markkanen be aggressive inside. He's excellent at drawing the attention of the defense and then forcing them to foul him.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
An 85% shooter there. And they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And Markkanen drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Middleton the pass to Huerter. Back to Middleton. To the paint. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Huerter.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Westbrook, no good.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Inside. Holmgren kicks to Westbrook. Jackson against Embiid, and that one drops for him. And that's 11 points for Lauri Markkanen. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Pelicans.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
Embiid knows how to bully his way into position for the putback.
Outside Edwards. Holmgren wide open. And another three for New Orleans.
It's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Don't test Embiid now. An impact defensive player is what he is.
That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Kevin Huerter. Harden right side. It's tipped, and he recovers it, and he makes that one. Harden's got 17.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting two.
The first one falls.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
New Orleans making a switch here. Wesley's checked in. And Edwards drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Second team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Joel Embiid.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Pelicans have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
And the first one drops. Dallas making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. And he can't hit the second. Mavericks trailed by 5. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's deflected. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded close. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to put a lot of pressure on their perimeter shooters if he can't convert those chances.
The offensive rebound gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Oh, he gets it to go.
It counts.
your Mavericks.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll take a quick break, and then back to the action here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going, they've got Cameron Reddish, and it's Edwards in at the two-guard position. And it's blocked. Passes to Wesley. Beyond the arc. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Coulibaly. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Coulibaly's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the wide-open shot from Reddish, trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the middle, here's Embiid, and they'll get another chance. Here's Harden. Nice hit again. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
Pass to Edwards. Launches a three. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. And that one's good. Thibault.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And it's blocked. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Coulibaly from deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They've led by as many as 11 points. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Harden against Wesley. Cans it from short range. And now a 7-point New Orleans lead.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's Coulibaly. Edwards defending. Coulibaly, no good.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Edwards, that's good.
And, you know, we need to keep seeing this from Edwards. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
Harden surveying the D. Stolen away. Outside Edwards. Wesley the pass to Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go with the 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And the Mavericks call time here. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. Now, he was calm when he told the team, if we play hard, we'll win this game. Let's keep the effort level up defensively. Coach talking about defense? Crazy. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Outside Anthony. The feed to Embiid. Will it go? Robust move inside by Joel Embiid.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Edwards, that's good.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Knocked away. Herter on the wing. And the officials will call the illegal swing right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Anthony against Westbrook, down low, Embiid. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. Now the pass to Edwards. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Herter on the wing. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Middleton the pass to Anthony. To end the run. Another shot, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Pelicans.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And he makes the first. And recently, the NBA, Clark added names to major awards. It's a nice gesture, don't you think, from the league to the past legends?
Yeah, I could not agree with you more. And really hard to argue with their choices for naming those awards after. It's a way to connect the past to the present and honor and pay homage to some of the greats in the history of the game. I like everything about it.
Pass to Clowney. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Kicks to Reddish. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Wesley with the ball. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight. Says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.